Hey, Linz.
Hey.
I understand that you sell homes the traditional way, and you can also make cash offers that compete with Open Door and those companies. But do you do anything in between?
Yes, actually, we have a new thing that we can do. There's a new company in Austin that I've been looking into and working with who they created a product for the person who wants to sell their house, the house they're in, and buy another house, but they can't buy that house until they have the money from the house they're in now. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I'm sure I'm always going to be in a situation where I have to sell my house to get that money to put in the new one. Yeah, that would put people in a tough spot.
It's a big pain point, yeah. So usually I'll have to tell people, like, look, we can roll the dice and put your house on the market and just pray and hope that we find the perfect house for you to move into at exactly the right time. But usually that doesn't happen.
Yeah, otherwise I feel like what we did was sell our house, move into a rental for a year.
Yep.
And then go and find your other house, and what a pain that's one of the,
it's expensive.
The worst things you can go through.
Right, yeah, it's stressful and it's so expensive. So this company was created to work with realtors, so I still work with the clients who are doing this, but we work in collaboration with them, and they make a cash offer on the house my clients want. So if we're wanting to move, we get our eye out, we find the house we want, but we haven't sold our current house. They will make a cash offer for us on this house and hold it until we've sold our current house, and then we pay them back.
So that's pretty cool. They'll buy the house for me, I'll pay them back, but they're going to hold it. How much is that going to cost me for them to hold my house?
Yeah, so while they're holding it, you pay them a daily rental rate, and they just pass through the costs of that, honestly, like what it costs them to hold it. They pass through that cost to you. But you know that cost up front, so you can calculate it and decide if it's worth it. And then you also pay them a 1.9% fee on the house that you're buying to do this for you.
So I'd want to calculate that 1.9%, figure out the daily rate, and just see if all that money is worth it to have the convenience of not having to move an extra time.
Yes. And I mean, that's why I like them, because it's so clear up front. You know exactly what it's going to cost, and you can decide if it's worth it for you to make that jump. And then you're only moving the one time, right? So like, you stay in your house. You can either go ahead and move into the new one and fix up your house and then sell it without dealing with like living in the house while you're selling it. Or you can stay in the one you want and have renovations done to the new one and then move in after it's done. But either way, you save the cost of storing your stuff, setting up utilities, any temporary housing. You save a decent amount of money just by doing it that way. So sometimes it can kind of offset that 1.9% fee.
It's a pretty innovative idea.
It's cool.
How do I learn more about it?
You gotta talk to me.
I am talking to you.